Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Copper Coins Coin Roll Hunt Reveal E560, a 1970p original wrapped roll. How is everybody doing today? Hope all is well. Everybody is probably pretty cold. I know that I sure am. Temperature's been dropping all day. Our high of the day was at midnight last night. We will wait for a few people to get in and we will get this roll started. We do have a reveal show tonight. Chuck's be selling 8 rolls. I'll be selling 6 rolls. Still got the 72 bag to do. I'm waiting on flip inserts. John Murch, Kinnamine, welcome to the show. So we will get that done as soon as possible. How was everybody's weekend? Hope it all was well. A glow wave and fire. All right. Well, I'm glad you stopped in, AG. Carl, welcome. Mickey, welcome. Frank, welcome. We're going to get this rolling with coin 1 for Paul. I will be doing, let's see if I can find Chuck's, let you know what we'll be doing. I'll be doing a 62P, 70S, 52D, 85D, 50D, and 61D. And Chuck will be doing, let me see if I can get his list up. His list is oh, he just sent it to me. Where's it at? 58D, 57D, 56P, 54P, 50 or 60D large date, 62P, 45P, and 53P. So lots of stuff to be had. Cold temperatures, dusting of snow. Yeah, slippery. Hey, Carrie. Won't be there. Yes, I will. Frostbite. Oh yeah, now it's back down to, well, it was 103 the last time I looked, but it went up to 117 today, which is crazy. You knew somebody was going to take profits. We'll look at the first 10 reverses or so. Let me make a note for Frosty. Farm Dog, welcome. How are you today? Yeah, our bad weather is actually it's supposed to be cold for a week. It is by far the coldest that it has ever been here since I've lived here. It's the first time that my bananas have went dormant and died back. It won't be cold enough to kill them, but they'll be starting from scratch. Yeah, Asia, Singapore, what, they said it closed at 123, but if I remember right, it closed at 130 last week. I'm not all that scared of winning or losing on it because I don't actually care. I have silver. I buy it because I like it. And I might sell it one day and I might not. I don't have a love affair with it. It's just something that I have. Yeah, I see he's all obsessed with Henning nickels now. Been reading his posts. That helps a little bit. Yeah, he says it's his new rabbit hole on the last comment that I saw. He'll be looking for more. You know, it's so funny. It's been so long that about the falling iguanas. There is a falling iguana warning right now. But you don't hear a whole lot about it because it's basically been almost every day, or at least half the days for the last week or so. And I haven't actually heard any except for one day. But you can actually hear them. Got my running around done this morning. Finally found muriatic acid for my pool. I couldn't believe how hard that was to find. All right, what is your question, Frank? Oh, a 70D. How'd that get in there? Must have been in the machine. But I can probably answer it. Very common. See, this one's pretty much got it too. For 69, 70, and even some of 71 have a lot of the floating roofs showing on one side. Yeah, it's just, it's not abraded that much. What it is when, I'll get the next coin and I'll show you. And you'll see the designer's initials will be worn off quite a bit too. Like this one, there's very little remnants of the FG right here. And this is the same cause. They're just polishing the die. See all these scratches? They're taking a wire wheel and they're wheeling off all the stuff that collects like slag and dirt inside the crevices of the die. And they just wire wheel it, and this part of the die was not real pronounced, and it just kind of buffs out. So it's got a little die clash on it. That's another reason they polish the dies. The memorial's almost polished out of this example. They were in the cherry picker's guide for 69, and they took them out because it was kind of, when J.T. Stanton put it in, he just kind of put it in because he thought it was kind of neat. He never assumed it being valuable or anything like that. So that's just it. It's just die wear. A little struck through it looks like there. I would say yes. It's not an oddity in 70 or in 69, 70, and 71. It's actually quite common. But yeah, it's just an over-polished die is what it is. And yours doesn't sound like it's as polished as a lot of them are because you said it's only one side. Next coin for Jim. Copper Coins is sending their prayers and wishes out to, or best wishes out to Jim. His mother passed away. Very sad to hear. It's very difficult when we lose the ones we care about so much. So from the Copper Coins family, please accept our condolences. Coin 9. I don't know, probably today. The die varieties I will probably post tomorrow. But I got some stuff out to post today. I've just been burning the candle trying to get packages done and working on website pages. I got a lot of those posted over the last week. So you guys should notice some of the older coins being posted, some dates being finished. I got 60D caught up for now. Coin 10, Stan. David Quarter, welcome. Southern Coin Hunter, welcome to the show. Yeah, hopefully I'll be getting that 72p bag done. It will probably be Thursday or Friday night. There was a lot more labor involved in it, and there was something I was not capable of doing. Got some whirling machine gunk on this one. I am not very artistic when it comes to InDesign design. Doing well, and hope you're doing well. Hope the cold weather isn't getting you. Everybody I've talked to basically said that it's 0 where they're at, or close to it. Mike Ash, welcome. Coin 13, sunny and cool. Yeah, that's how it is here, Frank. It is. It's very pleasant out right now. It's 62 and sunny, but that's still like 10 degrees below what we usually are. We're usually 75 and sunny. So, but yeah, the crazy thing about silver, huh? Went up high, and I know there's profits taking. I have no idea what or when it'll correct and where the correction point. So there is a couple of D's in this roll. You never do know because they just fill a hopper up when they dump these bags in. And when these were made, they were dumping $50 bags in the hopper. Just need to turn like a rotisserie pig. There you go. That's funny. Yeah, we laundered all our sweatpants and pajama pants this morning. So we plan on just trying to stay warm for the next week. Then it warms up for one day and then it crashes again for another week. But you know, they can't predict weather 3 days out. Anything over 3 days, they're guessing. Didn't gold broke 5,000, but I think it might have dipped back down. I don't keep track of gold that much. I actually don't keep track of silver. The only reason I kept track of it today is I got a lot of emails asking about if I thought it was going to go, what I thought it was going to go to. And I don't make predictions like that. It wouldn't surprise me to see it play with 120 or 130 and go up and down for a month or so, and then possibly correct, and then possibly start going up. I don't think it's unheard of where we're at. I don't, especially where gold's at. You know, I don't think it's an oddity that silver's that high because gold is so high. And you look at the platinum and palladium markets, they're well over $2,000 a piece now. And I think there was a time a year ago that you were getting platinum and palladium for under $1,000. I think one of them was 600 at one point. $800 a year ago. Yeah, see? Yeah. And now, of course, which is kind of weird. They do use silver. Silver is an industrial metal. But electric cars were a big push. And they consume a lot of silver. The batteries, the electronics, they consume a lot of silver. Well, even a regular car. I was told that a regular car or truck, pickup truck, has about 3 ounces of silver in it. An electric car has a lot more. So hopefully people are going to recycle this stuff. Dirty water. I remember buying gold at under 400, I believe. I think I can remember buying 1 ounce gold for right around, I think, in the high 300s. And I can remember buying silver for $3.45 to $4. It would go $3.45, bounce back and forth. A matter of fact, a good portion of all the silver I own, I probably paid $4 or $5 an ounce for it. I can remember you used to be able to get circulated dime rolls for 15 and uncirculated dime rolls for 25, unless it was a key date. Then you paid more. Now, all of the rolls, I don't think there's a date, key date or anything that's over melt. I think you can get any roll for any of the basic modern coins for melt, if you can find them, of course. Yeah, this would be late 90s, mid 90s. I think it went back down that low. Coin 22 for Jim. But hopefully the next show I go to, it won't be so. I mean, I actually like searching Lincoln Cents, but I actually went to the show to try to buy stuff to flip it and make some money. And that stuff, you usually got to get into the higher end silver coins to do that. And there was not a lot to pick from. Yeah, all the old black and white film too had silver emulsions. And then of course you go back into the Civil War, that was silver plate. They would plate the steel plates with it to get the image. Did I weigh the 76 halves? Never. Never. While they made silver 1976 halves, I don't think you find a lot of them out in circulation. Unless you're talking about something that was underweight or something like that. But last I heard this morning, there's a couple dealers that do morning reports. They were even doing premiums. Like this weekend we were talking on Frosty's channel and there was no premiums on gold. They started premiums on gold because the wholesalers don't want to buy gold now either. They are backed up on everything, which means the refiners are backed up on everything. But that could be something regional too. But in the Tampa area, they're not buying gold, silver. The weirdest thing, last Friday, they had a call out for sterling silver flatware of all things. They're not buying sterling silver jewelry, just flatware. And that was one of the alloys that they stopped right away. Yeah, well, from what I heard, Southern Coin Hunter, is there was dealers that were locked in. They had already paid for their monster boxes. And they were supposedly locked in. I heard that from two dealers that I knew that bought monster boxes, that both of them got their monster boxes for well under spot. And that might be something that's in the consideration of why they're $173 now on the mint. Maybe they're trying to make money back. I have no clue. Irka, welcome. Stacy Kaiser. I'm not sure who that is. Who are you? 2 days of shoveling and you're finished. You're not finished. You're just starting there, Irka. I finished shoveling at 6 o'clock this morning. Winter is here. Oh, if I would have lived up there, I couldn't have did it, Eric. There ain't no way. My body is just... my back couldn't take shoveling snow. I would have had to pay somebody. Heck, it's been bad here. I don't like wearing socks anymore. And I've been wearing socks and long sweatpants and pants and... finally found a pair of pants, and I finally found 2 pairs of sweatpants and 2 sweatshirts and a long sleeve t-shirt and 1 little jacket. That's what I'm wearing for the next 2 weeks. Washing them on their off days. That's right. We're supposed to be go down into the 30s every night till Saturday. And then Saturday it's supposed to warm up for 1 day, and then Sunday it's supposed to crash and rain again. That storm definitely could have been worse for a lot of people. A lot of people that were supposed to get hit with ice got lucky, and most of the precipitation came as rain or sleet and melted before it had a chance to freeze or, dried up or soaked in the ground. So the power, where they were talking millions being without power, I think that the biggest state without power might have been Texas. I think I saw that Tennessee. Tennessee had 400,000 at one point, and I think Texas had 280,000 at one point. It's right now, dirty water. We're getting about 40-mile-an-hour gusts here right now. It is really windy. We did get a little rain, which is always nice. Ew. Yeah, I took my dog to the vet this morning, and I go in there, and the girl's at the counter. Says, "You girls ready for the cold weather?" And they're like, "Yeah." And the one says, "Man, I wish I was back in Ohio right now. I want to see a snowstorm. I want to do this. Matter of fact, I want to move back there so I can live it and all that." And everybody looked at her and was like, "Are you crazy?" Here I'm like crying because I got to wear sweatpants and shoes. And she wants to go. Yeah, Middle Tennessee got hit. Nashville got hit really hard. AZ Coins, welcome, Ron. How are you? Boy, that's a later die state here. I remember those days. I can remember there was in the early 2000s, right around New Year's in Michigan, we had like 3 weeks. We got a lot of snow. I think one day we got 30 inches, and it was that way. You'd shovel it, and then you're like, at the end of the day, you're like, all right, I got it all done. And then the snowplow came by and buried my sidewalk again. And if you don't get right out there on that, you don't get it up because it turns into an iceberg. So after the 72, I got a bunch of packages. They're all ready to go except for the coins in the 72 reveal. And that is coming up as soon as I get the flip inserts made and installed. I ended up selling a ton of those coins. Like almost half the bag. So it's going to be a longer show. Machine doubling. Oh, I look I'm looking for all the stuff that we're going to get. Quarters too. But I would really like the dimes. But from what I've heard, the quarters are the only one out. And I do know that they were given out for circulation because they made an announcement at the fun show that the first quarters were in circulation. And they actually had a machine where you could put $1 in and get change in the quarters. You know, I like the dimes. I like all of them. I like the half dollars. I like the dimes. The nickels, I mean, they're nickels. But I'll try and get them. Quarters too. Seeing that one, we got that little tick in the die right there on the lapel. Stay warm, kid of mine, and stay safe. There hasn't. It's not just the mint set, Dirty Water. Well, they only let you get I think they let you get $5 worth, but they sold out of quarters the first day. Their little vending machine was sold out within the first day. Well, I did notice all the 2026 pennies on eBay have come down because the mint has scrubbed their little page that said that they were going to release Lincoln cents in rolls and bags. So I'm questioning whether they're going to do that now. But there were people selling pennies for $10 for 2026 pennies pre-sale. Yeah, Farm Dog. Well, they've sold out about everything you were interested in before you even got up there, didn't they, Farm Dog? It's a good show, though. I love going to that show. Even when I was in Michigan, it was the one show out of state that I always tried to go to. You did get the quarters. Cool. I don't know of any out-of-state shows. I'm going to try and get to Tulsa, I think. But I'm not sure yet. It depends on my wife. Well, you had to get at least 4 because you had to put $1 in the machine, Frank. So, not a very productive roll. The 70 rolls just haven't been going good lately. We had such good luck on them for a while. And I love searching them. And that is it. Anyways, these are the rolls that I will be selling tonight. I'm not sure if me or Chuck is doing the show, but a 62P. Then the next up is a 70S. Then the next one at that is a 52D. Then we have an 85D. 1950D, and then a 60D Wells Fargo. Those are the rolls that I will be selling over the next 2 weeks. All right. All right. Well, if I get there, we'll have to meet up there, Southern Coin Hunter. But hopefully we see everybody at the reveal show. And if not, I will see you in the neighborhood. We'll talk to y'all later.